3 or 4 years old, and it was kind of quickly beaten out of me, you know? I don't know, I told them what I wanted to be, you know? I question my identity. It's more of a recent thing that I question it. When I was younger, I knew exactly who I wanted to be. I wanted to grow up and be a woman. But when I told my mother that, she told my father, and then the both of them kind of, sat me down, told me no, and kind of physically forced into me that was not something that was acceptable. And I never told my brother about it because of fear of what he would do as well, because that's the way my parents had reacted, so. But it's more than that, I was always, my parents had raised me to kind of think that, you know, family comes first, you know, you don't do anything to make the family look bad, to hurt the family, just nothing that might, you know, damage them or their reputation. So I figured if I came out with any of this, that it would, you know, I'd basically be breaking code that I was brought up to live by. She was kind of overly affectionate, to put it, when I was about 14 years old or so. And I came home from school. My father he might have been deployed, or he was at one of his club functions. Because he's been in a motorcycle gang for however many years now. He was. And my mother got home from work, and she just, it just kind of started with a hug and a kiss, and took it too far, you know. It was often, and it continued until I was about 16 or so. My mother had hugged me. I had not told anyone what she had actually said to me. She hugged me and she whispered into my ear, "Do you want me to make everything better?" And that just kind of, I think that was, you know, the straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak, you know. Because I must have been having a nightmare of, you know, all the things that had happened to me up until then, and I don't remember before most of it happened. I remember vaguely going to bed, and then my next memory is I was, as I said to Dr. Bader and I believe the interviewer, but not interviewer, the detectives, I said to them that my first recollection was me sitting on the edge of my bed, just holding my knife, shaking, and just a tone going through my head.
You see, Andrea Balcer contended that Mom Ali Balcer had been molesting her since the age of 14, a source of shame and pain that could only end by being snubbed from existence. But Brother Christopher Balcer doesn't buy much of it, really, not the gender identity issues or the accusations of molestation.
The case has been in the news a couple times, and, you know, that just brings to question, you know, whatever happened to, you know, the other son, who was not even mentioned by name, you know. Again, I laugh because what else can you do but laugh, you know, through this whole situation here. You know, it's the nervous laughter of a man who doesn't know still what to make of it to this day. So, I heard a commotion upstairs. I went to check, and I saw my father lying on his back in a pool of his own blood, breathing very slowly, and my brother standing over him with a knife. He was just holding it in his offhand there. I figured it would be best if I asked him before I took off, because, again, when prompted, I can run fast. Can't run 1,500 meters a second, or whatever bullet velocity is. And he said, okay, it's not your day. I'm going to call the police. So he picks up the phone, calls the police, heads upstairs. I don't follow him. I'm not right behind him, but I go upstairs as well. And at that point, all I can think of is get out of there. You've been given a free pass. Get out while you can.
Inevitably, Andrea Balcer was sentenced to 40 years in prison, halfway between the 25 to 55 years that was possible. At the hearing, Andrea said, "I'm here today to ask for one thing, that is the forgiveness of my family. I don't blame them for this because I've caused them such great pain. They believe I have no remorse for what happened. I made a terrible mistake, one that cost the life of two people who made me and raised me. Though no one may believe me, I'm truly sorry for what I've done. I killed my parents." In regards to her, quote, beloved brother Christopher, Andrea said that she hoped he could forgive her. Christopher, however, has no interest in reestablishing a relationship with his only sibling and the only surviving member of his immediate nuclear family.
My entire existence uprooted in a single violent stroke. 2 loving parents were taken from me, and the brother and best friend that I thought I had ceased to exist, or perhaps they never existed in the first place. My entire support system was destroyed, and what was left was an extended family that did their best to make sure I was safe and healthy, but couldn't replace what I've lost. Today I come to you, Your Honor, to tell you that even after so much time has passed, very little has changed for me. I still suffer from this. I still ponder whether or not I was actually slain that day, and haven't just been tormented in some bizarre hell ever since. I still struggle with the futility of it all, if 2 beautiful and accomplished people can be erased from the world for what amounts to no reason at all. Justice cannot be served in this case. No punishment will ever even out or pay for the magnitude of these crimes. But you hold in your hands the ability to keep society just a little bit safer for a little bit longer by showing no leniency in sentencing, by looking past the flimsy excuses and non-existent justification and seeing that there is no remorse here and so no reason to reduce the sentence. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I had sent a letter to my brother telling him I was sorry for everything. I love him very much. I prayed for him, and I would change everything if I could. And my brother wrote me back, and he pretty much said, Andrew, as you are a remorseless monster, I do not know what the point of this letter was. And I know you have no feelings of any kind. And he also said, no living God would ever accept my prayers.
It was expressed to me at some point that he wanted to send me a letter, that he was thinking about me, and I wasn't very diplomatic about it. I just basically said, choke on it, not interested, which I'm not in the slightest. No interest in a relationship of any kind anymore. As far as I'm concerned, he died that night too.
Andrea Balcer is currently incarcerated at Maine State Prison with an earliest possible release date of June 6, 2051, when she is 52 years old.
Only a monster would not feel remorse at that kind of thing. I'm not happy that all of this happened. It just traded one hell for another, if I could take it all back, I would, in a heartbeat.
Thanks for joining me for this episode. Stay tuned after the episode for a promo from 1096 Crime Chicks, 2 girls who love true crime and love to talk about it. Make sure to subscribe, rate, and review. And if you're in the Los Angeles area on Friday, October 18th, come by Idle Hour Bar in North Hollywood at 6 p.m. for the Murderish Podcast Meetup. Hope to see you there. I'll next be introducing a series called Murderous Minors Presents Murderous Moms. Hope to see you back here soon, but until then, lovelies, Don't be scared.
Hey y'all, this is Amy.
And this is Meg, and we're 1096 Crime Chicks.
Meg, did you know that 1096 is a 10 code for mental or crazy person?
I didn't until you told me.
I would say we're 1096 because we love true crime.
You kind of gotta be to research and record the things that we do.
Yes.
But I think a lot of other people are crazy too because they listen to it and enjoy it.
Yeah, they're like us. So, we'll be covering big cases.
And some unknown cases too.
Which are always the best. So make sure you follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
And subscribe to our podcast so you don't miss any of the new episodes that we have coming out this fall.
Y'all have a good day.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.